Hey everybody, Eddie Carrington, Mayor of Flux City, and today what I wanted to do is show you around a commercial property that we acquired a few years back, roughly 7 minutes away from downtown Detroit. We purchased this property for less than $7,000, and this property definitely needs a lot of work. But what we wanted to do is talk you through the reasons why we bought this property to begin with, and what led us to the decision to sell this property and move on.
So I acquired the building back in 2017, and even before I bought it, I knew it needed a little attention. But at a price of $6,500, I felt that, hey, this project could be worth the trouble. I mean, sure, the place needed some love, some cleanup, a bit of drywall, some paint. Look, who am I kidding? This place was in bad shape. There were holes in the roof, the ceiling was falling down, the floor in the back literally caved in, and as you can see, the property was being used as a dump site for years. So overall, this property was in pretty bad shape, but at least the foundation was good enough to work with. So I decided to buy the building and start the clean out process almost immediately, which really took a long time, as you can imagine, just due to the sheer amount of debris located in the back of the building. But we eventually cleaned the property up just enough to really start to envision what could be done with the space. So now that you have a bit of background, let's talk a little bit about why I decided to buy this property to begin with. For one, it came with some pretty cool history. Back in the late 60s and 70s, the building was the location of Bert Dearing's very first jazz club called the Black Horse Saloon. We even found some of the original issued liquor license still hanging up in the building. And how cool would it have been to bring back this establishment to the community? Now, some of you who are watching this right now may not know who Bert is, but just know that he's a veteran entrepreneur and a legend here in Detroit. Another reason why I bought the building was location. It's on a major thoroughfare and is between 5 to 7 minutes from downtown Detroit, depending on traffic. It even has a bus stop located right in the front of the building, which would allow for future customers to park, eat, grab a drink, hop on a bus downtown to catch a baseball game, all without the need to pay $40 to $50 for parking. The building also sits on the south side of Gratiot, just south of I-94, which averages about 15,000 cars per day that pass by this place. And this number is guaranteed to increase due to the impending U of M Detroit Center of Innovation that is being built downtown. U of M is doing a 14-acre development deemed to be the future world-class research and education center located in downtown Detroit at the intersection of I-375 and Gratiot Avenue. Within a quarter mile of the location and on Van Dyke, there is also a new auto supply warehouse that is being built, and this will definitely increase the demand of options in and around the area. There were also 3 city-owned lots that I could have purchased at the time for $17,500, and buying these lots would have allowed for me to provide the desired parking that I was planning for. But with all of the possibilities I saw with the property, the place needed a ton of work still. And the amount of work was just more than what I was willing to put into the property. If you haven't already noticed, the place needs a roof, and I'm not talking about a simple resurface. No, I'm talking about a complete tear off with most of the support beams needing to be replaced. And this wouldn't be a cheap fix. On top of the roof needing to be replaced, reconnecting all of the services, the water line, the gas line, getting the electrical ran, that would be costly as well. So overall, we projected the rehab cost to total out to be about $120 a square foot, just to white box the place, not even actually installing a real business within the space itself. I've already spent endless hours cleaning and securing this place up. Since owning the place, multiple people have broken into this place, which has required me to reboard up the building over 10 times, with the most recent issue being from somebody literally pulling the boards off of the building in the front, which caused bricks to spill all over Gratiot, and that was a mess. People were constantly dumping on the city-owned parcels that I didn't even own, and in the alley behind me, which was something that I had to clean up due to the city threatening to give me blight tickets for someone else's mess, even though I didn't own the property that people were dumping on. Overall, I'm happy that I bought the place, and I'm also happy that I sold the place. I feel that I better prepped the building for the next buyer to come in and continue this project. I also felt that I did the community well by keeping the area clean, helping to make the place a tad bit less of an eyesore, but lessons were definitely learned with this project. The biggest one being to make sure you have an actual plan before you pull the trigger on a real estate project that requires this amount of rehab. Not to mention, you make sure you pencil out the possible construction costs of a project of this magnitude, because as we started to dive in to the overall project, we realized that the project wouldn't really pencil out the way we would need it to in order for it to make sense at the end of the day.
So in 2021, we're going to be bringing a lot more real estate focused content your way. So with that being said, make sure you subscribe and you like the video, you comment below, and thanks for watching.